Today, Malin Jarman wins The Voice. The results are in from Lisa's lie detector test.
What?
That is crazy.
And we've got an exclusive interview with the Bachelorette, Hannah B.
Yeah, man.
That's not what it looks like, I promise.
This is your reality check.
This is it. It's official.
It is Wednesday, everybody. We made it halfway through the week, just a couple of days until that long weekend. In the meantime, I'm Lyndsey Rodrigues. Welcome to our show. It is going to be a good one. Joining me today is People Magazine editor Michele Corriston and reality TV producer Chris Derosa. Thank you for being here, you two. It's going to be great.
Thanks for having us.
Well, we do have a full show for today, but first we need to kick things off with our top 5. Let's get into it. At number 5, we have Chrissy Teigen. She took to Twitter last night after John Legend's first win as a coach on The Voice, saying, "Truly sorry for spoiling The Voice tonight. I thought that since the official account tweeted it, it would be okay. But now I realize it wasn't, and will make sure that when my husband wins something with someone, I will wait for each state and every country before being excited." Now, Chrissy never disappoints on Twitter. Do we think that at this point, people are deliberately poking at her just to get a hilarious reaction?
It's hard with the time zones being different and things being so instant nowadays. But at the same time, like, she was excited. It airs on the East Coast, and that's where it airs first. So, like, what do you expect for her to be silent for 4 hours?
Right, like, that's her man.
Yeah.
I run into this all the time publishing stories to the site. People get so mad even 24 hours later. If you love a show, watch it on time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, Michele. Well, at number 4, I love this one. Denise Richards last night on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills confessed that even hookers deserve a spot at the Thanksgiving dinner. She told a very funny story about being married to Charlie Sheen, where he showed up to Thanksgiving and a hooker was outside in the car, so she set a place for the hooker. Now, first of all, would you invite a hooker into your house for Thanksgiving? Would you invite your ex to your house for Thanksgiving?
Go ahead.
I mean, inviting an ex is not the weird part, right?
Because they do share children together.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hire a hooker, so I can't speak to holiday arrangements, but that's Charlie Sheen, right?
That's Charlie.
I mean, she rolled with the punches. And I feel like Denise is a cool girl. Denise is a cool girl.
I love her.
Wait, she's ready to roll. She's ready to do whatever she
And
needs
let's
to
be
do.
real, the
You know
hooker
what I
was
mean?
probably better company than Charlie anyway.
Yes, yes.
At number 3 on our countdown, we have 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. We saw Pedro potentially leaving his wife Chantel because he's revealed that he's heading to the Dominican Republic with a one-way ticket. Rude. Do you think this is actually a one-way ticket to Divorceville? Population Chantel.
I would say yes, but I've seen enough of the show to know, like, that's not always the case, and sometimes they'll just be long distance.
Right, okay. All right, Michele, any thoughts?
He's the expert on this subject, so I got to agree.
All right, okay. At number 2, it's the results we have been waiting for. Lisa Vanderpump's polygraph test. It concluded that she has been telling the truth when it comes to that Radar Online article, but the other Beverly Hills ladies remain skeptical because lie detector tests are not actually admissible in the court of law. So what do you think? Has Lisa been telling the truth all along?
I think even if she is telling the truth, this is kind of the classic case of the boy who cried wolf, and she's done the same kind of thing over and over again as we've watched. I've watched the show from day 1, season 1, and she's done this multiple times. So I think even if she is telling the truth, karma's coming back to get her.
I love Lisa, and I think this whole puppygate is very much overblown on all sides, but a polygraph test, John Sessa might be a doctor, but I don't know if he's qualified to be asking these questions or giving the...
Feeding them, yeah.
Feeding the questions to whoever that guy was.
That guy was hilarious. We'll talk more on that later.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
All right, well, we'll dig into that in just a little bit because we have to get to our number 1 on our reality countdown, which was Malin Jarman winning the 16th season of The Voice with freshman coach John Legend, who of course was going to win. He is an EGOT, and now, as The Voice tweeted last night, he's a VGOT. So what other letters can we add to John's list of accomplishments? What else is there left for him to do?
He won a Tony. Like a Peabody Award? Is that something?
A Peabody. I mean, I would like the P to stand for president.
Yeah,
Let's be real. We need him right now.
Give him all the awards,
All of the
seriously.
awards.
So talented.
Imagine Chrissy Teigen being the first lady.
Chrissy is first lady. Mind
want to.
blown. All right, well, vote everybody. Let's not take away from the very talented Malin, though. She's been so consistent over this season. What's even more impressive is that she is deaf in one ear. Her talent has blown me away, and I got to say, her rendition of Hallelujah in the finale that just pulled at my heartstrings because that is a song that, first of all, is hard to sing. It's been done to death. It's by Leonard Cohen, for God's sake, and she just nailed it. So congratulations, Malin. We are so looking forward to seeing all of the success that you are about to experience. Okay, let's dive into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because last night's episode ended with Camille's beautiful Hawaiian wedding, but it started with that lie detector test.
Have you ever given a story to Radar Online about Dorit Kemsley abandoning her dog to a shelter?
No.
There is zero chance that you are lying on any of the questions of importance.
So, okay, look, I love Lisa and I really wanted her to be proven innocent, but I just kind of don't trust the test because, as we've touched on before, John fed the questions to that really weird, very neutral polygraph man. What do you think?
I think it's, well, we know from later in the episode that polygraph tests are no longer admissible in court. So in reality, this isn't proving anything. I think it's just something that she was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to just do this. Where she needs to be focusing, she needs to attack them head on. She needs to come meet with them. They need to film together. She needs to say, hey, I didn't do this. You need to believe me. Here's why.
I mean, it's definitely going to come up with a reunion.
What was her next move? Like, text them all the results? She's not even speaking to them.
Right.
She's just counting on Kyle's daughter's friend seeing them at the police station, relaying this information.
Yeah,
it was a little sketchy.
That was like, what are the odds that those construction workers are going to be at the same place at the same time?
But regardless, like, even if it wasn't, like, what was she gonna do? Just be like, well, I'm free and I'm good and I know that I didn't lie, so you know what?
Right, but she did say last night that she doesn't know yet what she's going to do with the results. Like, maybe she'll just keep it to herself. Maybe she will tell the girls at some point. But I think this is at the moment she's sitting on the results. But can we also address Lisa's comments about Erica? Please take a look at this clip.
Just don't ask me if Erica's tucking it under or something like that, because there are some things I can't lie about.
Did she just imply that Erica is a dude or that she thinks Erica is a dude? What was that about?
It's definitely a problematic joke. I mean, Lisa has been an advocate for the LGBT community, so I want to believe that that wasn't her intention, but Twitter is certainly not happy about that little remark.
Right, okay. Chris,
Yes.
what's your opinion?
She always boasts that she's like an
ally and advocate.
An ally and advocate. Like, she's ferocious in her loyalty to the LGBTQ community,
Right.
and that's just a very insensitive joke. Regardless if it was or wasn't, like, the thought that could even be skewed that way.
Yeah,
that
it's a little
to me
colorblind.
just really made I
Tone
think it
deaf.
was really insensitive, honestly.
Right, right. Well, meanwhile in Hawaii, Kyle revealed to the women that Lisa had taken the lie detector test.
She acts like she's being accused of murder, for God's sake.
I know, that's what I can't
This is like not even normal behavior.
If Lisa were to hand me that piece of paper that said, Lisa passed with flying colors, do you think this is gonna change everyone's opinion?
And then the other ladies also chimed in, questioning the legitimacy of the test.
Lie detector tests aren't even accurate.
Innocent people fail them all the time. Guilty people pass them.
They're not
It's
admissible in
stupid.
court.
No,
not admissible.
and you can train yourself to pass them.
Ted Bundy passed.
Okay, so Michelle, Chris, is it fair that the women are being so adamant that this test means nothing when, first of all, they don't know the results yet, and second of all, they've just been so sort of ferocious in their attacks on Lisa?
I feel like they are turning this into a criminal case. It's not just on Lisa's side. I mean, Teddy just compared Lisa to Ted Bundy. That's a little much.
I know.
But the thing with polygraphs is it just can tell if you're nervous, and that can be seen as a signal of lying, but they're right, it isn't accurate. You could
Right.
be a sociopath and know how to lie.
That's true. I mean, that's the whole hallmark of a sociopath.
Yeah.
They can lie very effectively. I know, I've dated a bunch. Anyway. Chris?
I think the other thing is that they don't want her to pass a lie detector test.
Right.
They want her to talk to them. They want her to, like, come be with them and be able to, they ask questions and she answers it, not her say, oh, I have a piece of paper that says that I didn't lie and I'm free and I'm not guilty. So
Right.
there you go.
Well, we'll have to see how it all plays out. But I want to end on a happy note and talk really quickly about Camille's wedding because it truly was beautiful. Take a look at this.
Oh my God, Camille. Look at my arm. I have goosebumps.
We're gonna get her in that little car now.
Woo, I'm off to get married again. This is number 2.
Oh, it's so sweet. What did you think of Camille's dress?
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, that's
Very
great.
Hawaii, like it's very like appropriate for where they are. And
Yes.
She just seems so at peace and calm and beautiful, and it's different than when we first met Camille when she was married to Kelsey Grammer. She was kind of the villain of the season, and
Right.
she just really seems to have mellowed, and it was a gorgeous wedding.
Yeah, and I liked that the dress was also appropriate to her age.
Right.
What is it though with the theme of people being late to weddings on this series? Because we saw Denise be late to her own wedding, and then the ladies were about 20 minutes late to Camille's wedding. Does no one know to watch? You're rich. I don't understand. Buy one.
I think they just get ready. They're getting ready. They're doing so much hair and makeup. You know, they're bringing it. Like that's half the show is that we like to watch. We'd like to see what their hair looks like, what their outfits are, what their, what they look like. And so I think they just, they got caught in that hair and makeup chair for too long.
They did, but they looked fabulous when they arrived, so I guess it was all worth it. Well, Chris and Michele, thank you so much for being here to talk all things Housewives. Everyone, do not go anywhere because when we return, we will be sharing the first part of my one-on-one interview with the Bachelorette herself, Hannah B. You definitely don't want to miss that, so make sure you stay with us. Guys. Welcome back to the show. I was lucky enough to catch up with the Bachelorette, Hannah B, and we chatted all about her experience and what she really thought of some of the guys. Here it is.
Everything that I'm saying to you has been honest and real up to this point. If I felt like there was
Up to this point.
Yeah.
This is...
Well, I just met you. So, like, I have no idea how it was going to go. I had no idea.
So
and
you just kept your girlfriend back at home just to be safe?
In the very first episode, you met Scott, and then very quickly it was revealed that he had a girlfriend outside of the house. So first of all, you absolutely stood up to him, you kicked him out, and so you had everyone just going like, okay, like, she's got this. But how did that affect your mindset? Were you then sort of worried going forward that, oh God, like, what other secrets are these guys hiding? Like, how did that affect your heart and your mind?
I mean, there was a small seed of doubt that was planted in my mind with the whole Scott situation the very first night of being the Bachelorette, because it's like, you hope that the men that are going to go on this experience with me are going to be true and genuine about the reasons why they are here. But ultimately, that's not going to be the case, and I can't let others really affect how this is really important to me. And so I reacted and responded to that, and I did that in my Hannah Beast way and showed Scott and the other guys that was not okay, and I would not let that happen and set a precedent for how the guys would know if anything else happened like that, how I would also react to them. But ultimately, I am one of those people that when something happens, I respond, and I respond emotionally, and then I am over it. So I don't really hold grudges, and I think that's what, yes, I'm very emotional, but I also can saddle back up and continue moving forward. So I tried not to let what happened the first night just really wreck the rest of my experience.
Well, some of the guys maybe got too comfortable because Cam kept interrupting your moments with the other guys.
Howdy, y'all. Can I jump in when you get a second?
Well, okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
I had asked the guys to be bold because I feel like it's really important for a woman to feel like a man is pursuing them and to feel that and see that. I think Cam took it a little too far sometimes, but it was coming from a good place. He was really taking everything I said to heart, but was stepping on toes in the meantime. But it's hard because it's not just Cam and I in this whole process together. I'm trying to juggle so many different relationships. So it made it a little bit more difficult, but I know that he was just trying to show that he was listening to what I was saying and putting his Cam spin on everything.
Well, we do have to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll share part 2 of my interview with Hannah, so make sure you're here for that. Welcome back. Let's not waste any time. We'll get straight back into the second part of my discussion with the current Bachelorette, Hannah B. What really went through your mind, though, when Luke told you so soon into the competition that he was falling in love with you? Did you find that genuinely sweet, or was there a tiny part of you that was like, oh, this is too much?
A little mixture of both. It is not a secret that Luke and I had a very strong connection right off the bat. That was a little bit surprising to me as well. And so I was a little smitten by him, and so hearing that he had feelings for me was nice, but also it was a little bit awkward for me to hear that in front of a live audience and all the other guys that were also pursuing me. So yeah, it was a little different, but I mean, it's nice to know that there was a guy that was already having feelings for me, I guess.
And you had expressed that you had a huge crush on Jed, and then Jed walked in on you and Luke when he was about to give you a massage, but he handled it so beautifully. Did that make you did that intensify your crush for Jed because he was just so chill about the whole thing?
I was so impressed with Jed because I was having my own mini freak out, because here I am with one guy that I am really attracted to, and then one of the other guys I have a crush on is seeing all this, and it's just like, what do I do in this moment? And so I was honestly dreading going to talk to Jed, and just like, I was just gonna fall on the sword and just say, I'm so sorry. And instead of him, I mean, he could have gone in there and had a whole confrontation with Luke, and he just let it all just settle, and was trying to make me feel better, and just, he handled that like a champ. And it was really attractive to see how he can handle situations that are sometimes uncomfortable. That's something that you look for in a guy when you're looking for a future life partner. So that was definitely something that kind of definitely piqued my interest in Jed.
And, you know, every season ABC says this is the most dramatic season ever. But come on, Hannah, what actually makes your season the most dramatic ever?
I think this could be up there as one of the most dramatic seasons ever. I think because I'm dramatic and because I don't hold anything back. I tell it like it is. And then my guys, it's so great, but they were passionate about having a relationship with me, and sometimes that meant that they had man drama going on, and there was a lot of confrontations going on between the men, and that was really affecting my relationships too. And there was just
a lot
that you will see. Yeah.
Hannah, thank you so much for being here, and hopefully you'll join us again later in the season and give us more developments. But best of luck regardless.
Yeah, well, thank you. I would love to. It was fun being here today with you.
What a sweetheart. I hope that you enjoyed my interview with Hannah B, but don't go anywhere, because when we return, I will be joined by Darcey and Stacey Silva to chat all about 90 Day Fiancé. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Right now, I feel like my marriage could be lost.
Welcome back. I am now joined by Darcey Silva from 90 Day Fiancé and her twin sister Stacey. Thank you for being here, lovely ladies. So Darcey, you had a very memorable experience on 90 Day Fiancé. So before we get into our chat, why don't we take a look at a not so happy memory for you?
I really love her with all my heart, and that's why this hurts so much.
I'm not a deceptive person. I'm not a liar. I'm not manipulative. It's like I've cried so many tears. My gut is telling me to walk away.
Oh, Darcey, so your gut was telling you to walk away. What was your heart telling you?
My heart was, you know, always full of love. I really tried my best throughout that relationship, but, you know, wore my heart on my sleeve. I just probably ignored a lot of the red flags, and unfortunately, you know, it didn't work out. It was too toxic, and it was best to walk away.
It's very easy to ignore red flags when you're feeling all the feels and the excitement of a new romance. So at least, as you said, you gave it your all. And I know that the two of you are currently on a show called Pillow Talk, and we do have a sneak peek of the new episode where we get to see Chantel after Pedro's one-way ticket to the DR. What was that about? Let's take a look.
That she should go there, surprise him. And if he wants to get mad at you, definitely you'll know where you guys stand, because that's crazy. He can use your savings to go out there to do whoever knows what, you know?
Oh, no.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so we saw there that Chantel's sister had her back. Stacey, I'd love to know how you supported Darcey when her and Jesse broke up.
Yeah, I mean, I was there for Darcey through the whole relationship. You know, we lived together. So, you know, I saw the ups and downs, and I'm just happy that she's stronger now. Yeah. And,
was it a bit of a relief for you?
I was there for her
when they broke up, because you weren't sort of
yeah,
super on board with it,
I
were
was, you know, kind of trying to, you know, open her eyes a little bit, but you know, there was a time where she just didn't want to hear it. So, you know, but I was there for her always.
You're a good twin. And Darcey, you and Jesse still in touch? Are you amicable at all?
Yeah, that cord is cut.
Okay.
It's been a long time, and I've healed. I've moved on. I'm stronger. You know, it's me and the girls, and just loving life. My heart's open, but just happy that it's done. It's ended.
Ready for your next great love?
My heart is open. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, you're a beautiful girl, and you've got the support of a wonderful twin, so I'm sure the world is your oyster. And yeah, excited to see you guys more on Pillow Talk, because you're very funny together.
Yeah, we have our one-liners and definitely characters. We've always kind of had this dynamic about us. We have a funny side and very animated.
Makes me wish that I had a twin. Mom, you did it wrong. Well, that is it for today's show. Darcey and Stacey, thank you very much for being here to talk 90 Day Fiancé. And as I said, we'll see more of you on Pillow Talk Mondays on TLC. Make sure you're watching that, everybody. And make sure you join us here again tomorrow when we talk MTV's The Challenge. The finale is tonight, and we'll have so much more to cover tomorrow as well. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues, and I will check you tomorrow.